In the lightweight division at UFC 296, you got a banger. Tony Ferguson comes in at 26-9, taking on the rising Paddy the Baddy Pimblett, who comes in at 20-3. And believe it or not, he's the favorite. But let's see if that holds up. Tony Ferguson, 1 inch taller at 5'11". Now the big deal here is he's 39, Paddy 28. So Paddy's entering his prime. Tony Ferguson left that behind a while back. Now, Tony has a 4-inch reach advantage, 77-73. Both guys stand right-handed. In terms of activity, that's Ferguson over his career. 5 significant strikes per minute. Paddy just over 4, 4.2 to be exact per minute. So you're looking at like 1 significant strike difference, maybe 10 to 15 throughout the fight. So that's not a big deal. Paddy lands more takedowns. He lands like a takedown every 3 rounds. Ferguson like 1 every 6 rounds. So Tony's trying to stand up and strike. Tony Ferguson has a 66% takedown defense, but he's on a tremendous slide, losing to Bobby Green, Nate Diaz, Michael Chandler, Beneil Dariush, Charles Oliveira, Justin Gaethje. I mean, that's crazy. I didn't realize it was that many losses in a row. So he's just fallen off a cliff, but he's still the rites of passage, if you will. You got to get through Tony Ferguson in order to start climbing the ladder even further. Now, Paddy, 56% takedown defense. Not good, but he wins. He's coming off wins against Jared Gordon by decision, Jordan Levitt submission. He also submitted Kazula Vargas, and he KO'd Luigi Vendramini, which was a tremendous KO at the time. So, Paddy's doing his thing. 4 straight wins. But can he beat Tony Ferguson, a guy that's been around the game forever? So it's going to be age versus youth, and it's going to be experience versus lack thereof. Tony Ferguson has way more experience than Paddy the Baddy, and that could play out in this fight. But still, and it's a very awkward fight. When they announce this, it's kind of like, this isn't the normal type of fight you'll see. A guy like Paddy coming up. I mean, Paddy's 20-3. He'd be taking on Tony Ferguson, who's on a slide, but it's still a big name to notch under your belt. And I'm a little conflicted here, but I'm leaning with Paddy the Baddy Pimblett just because he's young. He's got the energy, and that should overtake the experience in this situation, unless Ferguson can finish him in the first or early second round. We'll see. And the lightweight division, as you know, always brings chaos. Anything can happen in this division. It's never an easy prediction, and I mean never. But Paddy the Baddy Pimblett wins, in my opinion, mainly on a few takedowns. I'm saying he's going to get 2 or 3 in this fight. Look for submission attempts, but Tony Ferguson's good at protecting himself. And Paddy will also lead in significant strikes with that ground control time as well. He'll be able to land more strikes, but Tony's better on the feet. So Paddy's got to get it to the ground at some point in order to win. But in my belief, he does that, and he does win here. Lightweight division, UFC 296.